Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we got Battle of the Kingdom. It is another Japanese game. Doesn't look like one yet, but there we go. Alright, so not really sure what we're looking at here or what we can expect. But with that being said, let's get right into it and see what we got. Apparently the evil castle is coming and whooping up on us. Alright, so stage one, what we got? Castle, we can buy slimes, a goblin, we have 800 points, a skeleton, an elf, zombies. Zombies are higher than elves, huh? Interesting. A knight, harpies. Again, harpy is cheaper than the knight, huh? But, interesting. Alright, we got a lizard, an ogre, nice, a magician, ghost, minotaurs, golems, a giant, that's the most we can do. I'm sure we can buy multiple things. What else we got? A demon for 900, a dragon for 1,000. So that's what we got. So just to be that guy, we're going to buy one giant and that's it, and we're going to just see what happens. Okay, looks like we got walk, attack, unknown, potion, and I don't even know what that is, but we're just going to walk. It looks like we have a slime coming at us, so this should not be an issue. Oh, we can actually walk fast. We can, if we hit both buttons at the same time, we actually walk faster. We can get going. We can just get up there. So we're going to do that. I don't know if that helps us, hinders us, or anything, but we're going to do it anyways. Yeah, that was not a problem, huh? Oh, so we can keep our dude, and we can just... Okay, so we're going to fight a goblin. I think, yeah, going faster is probably the best... Whoa. How are we losing to a goblin? Jesus, that was... Combat's a little interesting, it seems like. I don't know if there's, like... kind of a paper, rock, scissors thing going on, or what? Alright, so we got another slime. So like I said, we can just run. I think the faster we get there, the less troops that they got. Oh, his guy's not even moving. I mean, this is a very kind of basic. I mean, it's a silly little game. It's kind of a strategy game, but a lot of just filler. Like, this is all just complete filler. I'm sure there's going to be more stuff to it. Alright, well that works. Okay, so there's the two buttons. One is kind of a jump attack, and the other one is a swing. So it kind of feels like going with the giant was probably, seems like the right option. Alright, so it looks like they have 4 guys. So we have a goblin that we're starting out with, and then they're going to get stronger. Alright, we're going to try the question mark next. I want to see what that does. Alright, let's get kind of close to him. And then we'll just wait. What the hell? I guess we needed to be closer. Alright, I didn't mean to do that one. For just sometimes you have a habit of just hitting right, and then that's what changes. Alright, so we're fighting the elf next. And our giant just takes it for the win, really. Although paying for him didn't really earn back what he cost. But if we keep him in our army permanently or whatever, then it's fine. But if we lose him at the end, then I don't know. Then that's kind of the thing where you gotta find that happy median. Okay, so we do have the giant already. Okay, cool. So we do have 150 points. So we don't got a whole lot of options when it comes to 150 points. We could just stick it out with the giant and build more points. At least he heals up quick, so that's good. We don't take much damage from these guys. That's good. I wonder what happens if we hit both buttons for the attack. I'm going to save our special attack for later. Oh, so we're gonna. They go ding ding and slime? Like, that's silly. I wonder what they're gonna have for the last one. Elf again. Alright. Alright, so far starting off just getting the giant right out the gate has not been a hindrance yet. Alright, I didn't know what he said, so we don't know if that was good or bad. Oh, we got ourselves a skeleton. Well, you know what? Let's do that. Let's start off with the skeleton. Like, we don't get to, I didn't get to see, we don't get to see what we're going to start off against. So it's kind of... It's almost like it's a cheat code. Like, the jump attack seems to be perfect against, like, everything. At least so far. Alright, we'll go back to the giant. Ah, good choice, I think, against the zombie. Well, but yeah, the jump attack seems to be like the only thing you really want to bother with. Just spam the jump attack, Occasionally you're gonna get that hit back, but other than that, like, the slime, did the slime run? Or, like I said, if we get to a certain point, it's just like, that's it? Because we didn't even fight the other guys. Let's do skeleton again. Okay, good, against the slime. It's kind of sad that we don't get to see what we're fighting before we pick our troops. I want to see what his special is. We're going to use it because we probably are not going to use him very much more on this level. So both of them have the knockback? Yeah, I don't know what that does without having like some more information on the attacks. It doesn't seem to be. And I think we're already past there, so I think we're just gonna pretty much win this right off the bat. Yeah, as soon as we cross the line, we just win. Doesn't matter how many they have. So the whole rushing as fast as you can just into their territory is like the best thing to do. Alright, let's go skeleton. Oh, that's not going to be a good matchup at all, I don't think. But let's find out what happens when we're against an overpowered opponent. I mean, it was bound to happen one of these times, right? Like I said, the jump attack is just insane. There's no reason we should be beating this guy, but... And if we jump into him higher, or looks like the further in we attack them, they take multiple hits. I mean, I think we can do this with the skeleton with this ability. And then we're already there and we just win. Like, the game is really basic in all aspects, like, honestly. The fact that you could just jump attack and you just win, almost guaranteed, is pretty crazy. Yeah, see, like, we beat the knight. I want to get a harpy, just because. Like, I honestly think we can probably beat this whole thing with the skeleton. And we can run. Yeah, our attack power is a third of his. We have less hit points, half the attack power, and 1 extra speed over him. But the fact that we can do this and run across the screen, and then also that's unfortunate. The fact that the jumping attack is also knocking them back. Okay, something's wrong. Now we can't jump. All of a sudden we can't jump. I don't understand what's going on here. Oh, so we start all the way back on our side. I don't understand what's going on with all of a sudden our attack, there's no jumping anymore? Did they just take that away? But the enemy can do it. Something's wrong. Like, all of a sudden... So yeah, now they're doing it. I don't understand what's going on and how that is a thing all of a sudden. All of a sudden our button doesn't work, or what? I don't understand what's going on. Like, all of a sudden we just can't jump. And then we couldn't use our special ability either. Like, I don't understand. I don't know what that whole thing is constantly where we're getting pushed back. I don't know why all of a sudden our jump attack, our special attack, and everything got shut down. Otherwise, the combat is pretty... Yeah, we can't... You can hear the problem in the fact that it's like telling us we can't do it. And I don't know why. And we don't really have control over our attack. He does it regardless of if we push the button or not. So there's no timing anything. It's just, it's almost like paper, rock, scissors. Is if you're lucky enough to land the blow. The only thing that allows you to control your attacks that we can't do anymore is the jump. Otherwise, we have no control over the attack. And we can't, like, go backwards. Because we can't use our D-pad. So, like, the whole thing is really stupid if you can't do the jumping and whatever else. It's like paper, rock, scissors, especially if they can and we can't. Yeah, let's just do that way. I don't care. But, like, there is something goofy in all of this. Oh, jumping actually loses our points. So every time we jump, we lose a point. We lose 5 points. So that's what causes it. Because it's an overpowered, like, it's so stupid. Because it's an actual, apparently something kind of overpowered, it costs you to do it. But the actual normal combat is garbage. It's literally paper, rock, scissors. So we have to wait, and then, like, you honestly kind of have to switch back to walking, and then kind of hope to time it, right? Otherwise, you pretty much are just kind of at the mercy of RNG, and that's kind of sucks. Because there's no moving, so you're stuck. And honestly, that's just really trashy, to be completely honest. Like, this game really is almost not worth playing with that whole aspect. You could do this, but then it's just costing you points. And if you want to do it the other way, there's almost no guarantee you're even going to actually hit the guy, and something so weak is going to be lucky enough to just keep hitting you where you are not, and the whole thing is just honestly stupid. To be honestly, the whole thing is really kind of trash. But yeah, I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for as terrible as combat is, the game would be decent enough to play and okay, but as bad as combat is in how everything is on this. And that's just... Like, does a computer have a certain amount of points per thing? Because I'm guessing that this does that. And it takes a whole bunch of... Yeah. So that's what that is. I figured as much after the first time. But that takes, like, almost a... Like, that what... Was 60 or something? How much does this take? 188. 30. And we didn't even kill him. So we stood there and we missed him, and then he came in and hit us. Like I said, I really dislike... We missed it for... Again, we missed. We hit right in front of them. We miss it, and then they hit us twice. It's really... That turned a actually fun, kind of silly little game that was enjoyable into just absolute garbage almost instantly. So we don't even have to, like... Yeah, honestly, like, I was enjoying the game decent enough until I figured out how bad the combat was. And then from there, it's really not enjoyable. Like, there's very little that you can do at all, in fact, as far as combat goes. You can't move your character back and forward. Doesn't work because you can't use your arrows. You can only use the two buttons. The arrows just change your stuff on the bottom. Like, I don't mind. Like, there should have been, like, a... Like some kind of skill points or something per thing for your guy, instead of losing your points that you've earned in your combat is kind of stupid. And again, somehow we're always on the slow end of everything. I get our speed is slow, and that could be what's going on. The paper, rock, scissors. But, like, we attacked him first. We hit him in the face. And there's no dodging, there's no avoiding anything. Like, we're gonna lose if we... I jumped, it didn't think, like, the game was actually kind of fun and interesting until you learn the mechanics of it, and then it just, the game loses so much joy and entertainment when you figure out that there's almost nothing you can really do in combat. They charge you for every, like, fun or what, any interesting, like, even just the jump attack, fine, whatever, yeah. Like, we knew that was overpowered, understandable, so why have that as a thing? I don't know, like, the whole thing just, the game was already so basic that having a really garbage mechanic for the only thing that you can do in the game is combat, and the combat being so just trashy that, like, what else do you have? You have a thing where you most of the game, you walk in nothingness, you get over to an enemy that you can't really control battle whatsoever unless you want to spend all the points that you're trying to accumulate to actually buy units to do a jump attack. Otherwise, you get to be lost in a RNG, paper, rock, scissors-esque kind of thing where you have no control over blocking, dodging, moving, attacking, nothing whatsoever. You get to do nothing except for spend stuff to do a jump kick or a special move. Or you can push them back. But, I mean, all of those cost so much that you're never going to get troops. And, like, the whole thing, like, all in all is just really disappointing because it had a decent enough potential to be fairly fun. But without the combat and the fact that that's all this game is a little bit of basic combat and endless walking, just really takes the game from being kind of fun and something that you kind of look forward to doing a little bit here and there to actually almost unplayable because there's nothing else in the game. Like, there's nothing. We went through 3 levels and it's the same thing over and over and over, and with zero control over battling, there's no game there. Like, really, there's nothing. So with that being said, thanks for joining me. Definitely a game to pass on, just really not worth your time. So we'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one.